Imagine more than 400 emails unread in your inbox. That's right. More than 4 million unread emails in one inbox is the record for unread emails recorded back in 2016. Hello and welcome. My name is Ellie Parvin, your communication expert, educator, author, course creator, and I am here to share a communication quick tip with you today. If you are in the business of emailing, which many of us are, in fact, the majority of people rely on email each day, even more so now, even more so that this tip is actually a communication email etiquette tip that will help save you and everyone else time. Now, a couple of quick facts that I want to share with you about email from the Harvard Business Review. One, according to the Harvard Business Review, is that they have discovered that people overcheck often and waste approximately 21 minutes per day. And the average professional spends about 20% of their work, 28% of the workday, that's almost a third of the workday, checking emails. I mean, how much do you spend checking emails? I actually schedule my time 2 times a day. I check my emails. And there are certain times where I just know I won't check it and I'll set up an autoresponder and let the people know who are emailing me that it won't be checking it for the next 48 hours. It must be done. An average person actually expects a response within an hour. Within an hour, especially if it's with a colleague or a client. Now, here is my quick tip that will help you. This is very important. In fact, one of the chapters in my book that is coming out this spring, Secrets to Successful Communication, is a chapter on email and how to communicate via email. One thing that's very important is think about not wasting email. If people are getting this much email every day, you don't want to be another one of those blinks that dots that comes into the box. You just don't. You need to think about the message you're communicating. What kind of message requires an email? It goes like this. For a quick update or communicating an idea, use your email. A quick update or communicating an idea, use email. And I will say that one more time. For quick updates, ideas that you're sharing that don't require back and forth, use the email. Shoot that out. Now, here's where you get a lot of this back and forth in emails. Don't reply all. For the love, don't reply all. Geez, how many people send out a quick update or an idea to their team of people or a group of emails, and you have one Yahoo that still doesn't realize the reply all button goes to everyone and says thanks. That is just wasting time in that person's inbox. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Here we go. Now, the next tip is this is when you don't want to use email. Is let's say, for example, you're communicating concepts and ideas or collaborating or going back and forth. That's what a lot of us are doing in Zoom these days, right? Is when we need to bring a group of people together and collaborate ideas, plan an event, what have you. So, anytime you're trying to have a conversation or a discussion that requires the communication of the collective, of more than one or many people, that is when you want to pick up the phone or schedule a Zoom or a Google Chat, Google Meetings, whatever platform you use. That's when you pick up the phone. When it includes one or more people collaborating on a concept. Now, of course, there's always exceptions. You have a lot of people that work remotely in different time zones. You have to coordinate the time zone. There are people that work on their teams overseas, but some communication needs to happen with ideas and concepts. Make sure it's not something in depth. Otherwise, you're just adding to the needless email that's in the inbox, and no one's going to be able to keep track of it, especially if you're using something like Gmail. So, hello and welcome, Karen. Hi. I'm just sharing a quick tip today on how to not waste time emailing. And as I shared, I'll just repeat it because I'm going to wrap it up. Uh, the two the two tips I have for sharing email. This is when you use email. When you want to share a quick tip or a quick idea or concept or thing to a mass group of people or one person, then you use email. This helps avoid the cluttering of the inbox for back and forth. The time you do use email or you don't use email is when you need to collaborate on an idea or concept with one or more people. It's that simple. And this is, of course, in the book that's coming this spring, Secret to Successful Communication. I hope that you guys do two things after this. One, I hope that you share this because this is important. We need to stop littering in other people's email inboxes. We don't want to waste all that time every day, right? And honestly, one of those things is that you can take this opportunity to sign up for my book updates. Just go to the link in my bio. I have a Linktree link right in my bio at the top of the page or on Instagram and sign up for book updates so you can know what's coming out, when, and kind of be part of the process because I want you to join along. And with that, I want to say hello again to Karen, my dear friend, who will also be wonderfully looking over she's actually helping me. She's helped inspire me to finish the book. One of those people in my life, entrepreneur, longtime friend that's inspired me to finish my book because she wrote and published and finished hers. And honestly, it's people like that that have the courage and the drive and that just ability to complete and finish what they're doing. Just it inspires me even more. So thank you for inspiring me, Karen. And she's also offered to be one of my readers to read through it because she is so good at catching my grammar mistakes, you guys. I My good written work is when it's been overly edited because let's face it, your first draft is never a good draft. Hardly ever. Shouldn't say never. Hardly ever. But when you have wonderful eyes like that of my friend Karen, then and they offer, I'm taking advantage. It's hard for me to ask, so I really appreciate her offering that to me. Thank you, Karen. This is an official thank you. And I'm also excited for the book. I can't wait. And there's going to be all kinds of communication tips in there for the various 3 areas in your life that will help you improve your communication skills so that you can get what you want and stop having miscommunication, or at least have less miscommunication, less conflict in your life, and find more success in your business arena, in your personal arena, and hopefully the communication with yourself. With that, I want to wish you communication for success, health, and happiness. And thank you for joining me on this Quick Tip Wednesday. Can't wait to see you next week. Ciao for now.